Sky Princess entertainment. As it was a Seacation, there was 4 days at sea, so you know, I think they did put on a few more quizzes than they probably would have done every day. It was good. They had a good selection of different quizzes, general knowledge, all different subjects, mixed general knowledge. They had different talks by some of the entertainment people that were on there. So comedian and a West End singer came on during the day and did a little talk about their careers, which was quite interesting. The captain did a talk one morning, and that was really interesting to go to. He did a little talk, and then you could ask him any questions. That's a good opportunity to find out a little bit about sea life and how it is to run the ship. We had bingo. We didn't do bingo because usually on cruise ships bingo is pretty expensive, and I think this was quite expensive again. Obviously you win the money, the prize money is really good, but then you have to pay quite a lot of money to play it. It is fun, we have in the past, but we just didn't this time. They had films on deck on Princess Cruises, or certainly on the Sky Princess. They have a big screen on the pool deck, and that plays movies during the day, and in the evening they bring out movies under the stars, and they put out the sun lounges, and they put nice extra padded cushions on there with headrests and blankets, and that's really nice in the evening. We watched the name of it. Exotic Marigold Hotel. Yeah, that was really good. We watched that one night, we part of it one night, and that was really nice and cosy, just sat on the deck, and it was actually really warm. That's quite nice considering we're somewhere in the French-English Channel in August. And that was really good. And we had a sail away party, which obviously on Disney they didn't have a sail away party. They had some of the dancers singing and doing little routines, and the cruise director he came on and said about what was going to be going on for the next few days. And on this cruise you had a cruise director, and then you had like an assistant cruise director, so that was quite good, 2 guys, and they just played off each other and had a good banter and just kept things running smoothly. And they did a show every morning you could watch on your TV in your cabin called the Wake Show, and that was good, just to tell you a bit about what's going on around the ship that day, and what quizzes and what evening entertainment's going on. So that was quite nice to watch in the mornings when you're getting ready to go out. I think really, apart from bingo, quizzes, shows, yes, evening shows. There was a show every night. I believe they were 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. We went to the earlier showings after dinner. They had a stand-up comedian who was quite funny. They had a guy who used to be in The Lion King and various other musicals. He did some singing and told some stories, which was quite interesting. And they had rock opera, which I believe is their sort of show on Sky Princess, and that was really good. It was lots of operatic songs and songs from films and musicals, amazing costumes, and just the singing was really good on that. So I definitely recommend that if you're going to Sky Princess anytime soon. And yeah, that was it for shows, I think, but I'd definitely recommend going because it's just a nice way to, in the evening, start your evening, 45 minutes or so in the theatre. It's a lovely big theatre, and when I went it was the first cruise back on Sky Princess for a year and a half, so the social distancing was really good. You have to wear a mask inside the theatre, but you were always spaced out away from lots of people, so I think now that capacity's increased a little bit, so I think the theatres are currently running sort of near on full. But when I went, it was nice because you had lots and lots of space. Yeah, so I think it's always something to do, and I totally recommend it. And we'll put some pictures and video in here. Thanks. Oh, we did get our picture on there.
Experienced traveler, I'm not. But one has read one's guidebooks.
Northern Cousins.
My chum, Marcel. A pleasure.
Play your card right and it could be. trouble.
You're not trouble.
No.
They are.
How do you know? How old are your grandkids?
14 and 18 months.
14 and 18 months?
Yeah.
And that's... Oh, give a round of applause, everyone. Oh, come back, come back.
It's really hard.
You get a voucher. There you go. It's a contract to be your grandchild.
Leave Carol alone, you're getting creepy. We got a couple more sign-ups, and I think they're from a well-known part of England. Who is next on our list, boys?
It's Chris from London.
Chris from London. Oh, it's in this table. The hit and miss table. Welcome, Chris. London's back. Look at that, you get personal service. She's stuck around for you.
Ready?
I love it. It was super fun.
So you were involved with it?
Oh yeah. We did two. We did one in Alaska and one in the Caribbean, and is again for me was very easy. And the only thing is that at the end you kind of forget that you have the mic on all the time, like all the time. I mean all the time. So in the morning when you put your uniform on, there was a little space for my little battery and the thing, and the mic will go in, and it was super fun. I think it was very, very fun for the crew as well. It was very interesting and very entertaining.
It got very good ratings in the UK. It sort of gave us an insight behind the scenes as well. That it's not just what you see with the front. There's a lot goes on behind the scenes, especially the docking and the decision making.
Yes.
It's a very serious job you have, Captain. Do you realise this?
Thank you.
As long as we recognise that. Do we have another question coming from the front section here? Yes.
We've got a gentleman here asking you, Captain, how do you stay so thin?
This is not a marriage question, Captain, just to clarify.
I exercise a lot. I mean a lot. I have to tell you because I'm a cyclist. A proper bike than we normally are. So at the moment we are 1,202 crew members on board, and during the pandemic there was only under 17, and everybody had his own job, and it was not easy because we were not many of us, but we became like a little family. There was no, oh, the officer go on that side and the crew go on this side. We were all together on the same place all the time and sitting with each other. It was very, very eyes-opening how we mingle together and stay together and kind of survive together here because, you know, yeah, but it was nice.
It can be a long day just in a cabin, can't it? Because we had allowance, so it's an hour or so you were allowed out of the cabin, but the rest of the time here was just a lock-up. So
oh my,
a good test. I think we got some questions from down the front section. Oh, you got one there as well. Then we've got a couple down the front as well. So Gareth, first of all, we'll take you halfway up.
We've got the lady here in pink would like to know, how do you get rid of the waste water?
That's a lovely.
And then one day, the headmaster of the school was walking through and he heard me singing a song that I wrote, and it was called Ethiopia at the time. And he said, "Who wrote that song?" And I said, "I wrote it." He goes, "You're going to sing that in assembly tomorrow." And then I sung it in assembly, and then I just got the bug. And I thought, let's do it. But my voice was nothing like this then. I sounded like,
"Oh yeah, we'll sing it, it's going to be great." There's been a transitional period.
I had a really high voice when I was younger, really high.
But you can still hit those ridiculous high notes, can't you? I think there'll be a hit tonight, won't there?
I'm going to hit some of those high notes tonight, yeah. But as I said, my voice was really high when I was younger, and one day I just woke. I used to say, "Good morning, Mom," and then one day I went, "Good morning, Mother." Wait, "Lord have mercy!"
There's a man in the room. And Josh, obviously now, many comedians have told the tale that school can be difficult. If you have a comedy brain, then school.